Good afternoon, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the video. In this video, we are going to do a hands-on session with OneTable. If you don't know what is OneTable, I do recommend you watching a YouTube video that I just released, which talks about what is OneTable and the importance of OneTable. In this video, we are going to do a hands-on session. We're going to build a Hoodie transactional data lake. We're going to use OneTable to translate the metadata from Hoodie to a Delta lake. So we're going to see the overall process. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. Also, I just wanted to let you know, in case if you miss out on any steps, all the steps are given on my LinkedIn blog post, breaking down data silos, a hands-on guide to omnidirectional conversion with OneTable. Again, in this blog post, everything is explained step by step. So in case if you miss out any steps, please follow the written guide. All right, enough of talking. Let's get straight into action. So the first step is we need to build a Hoodie transactional data lake. So let's understand the code. This is the code to create Hoodie transactional data lake. From line 1 to line 4, I'm declaring imports. On line 6 and 7, I'm declaring the right Spark version and the Hoodie version. On my computer, I have Spark 3.4, Hadoop 3.7, Java 11, and I'm using Hoodie 0.14.0. I submit the package. I create a Spark session. I have some dummy data to play with, right? I define my schema. I create the data frame object. As you can see, spark.createDataFrame. After that, I do .show so I can see the data frame object. Now, here are the settings to write the data into the Hoodie transactional data lake. My record key is going to be transaction ID. Precom key is used for dedupe purposes. I'm using a timestamp attribute. Table type is going to be copy on write. My Hoodie table name is going to be Hoodie table function index. Again, it could be anything, doesn't really matter. But let's try to put, it's fine. I'll just put it the way it is. Okay. We are gonna partition our data lake by location and then Hive style partitioning to true. And then we are simply writing the data into the Hoodie transactional data lake. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the file. So again, this script should create a Hoodie transactional data lake on your local computer. Just remember, make sure to change the path. I am creating my Hoodie data lake in user, Saumilsha, downloads, and in this directory, right? So you can change that particular directory if needed. So right now, as you can see, we do see a Spark data frame object, right? And the job is running. So this should create a Hoodie transactional data lake on my computer. If I quickly go here, if I go to downloads, and if I probably search for HoodieDB, Hoodie table, as you can see, and I have my, again, Hoodie metadata and the Parquet files. So the job is complete, right? So now we have a Hoodie transactional data lake. Now we have a Hoodie transactional data lake. Now we can use OneTable to perform translation of the metadata from Hoodie to Delta lake. So you can download the jar file. So this particular GitHub link, again, the steps are on my blog post too. If you go to this link over here, and again, on the image, you can see utility 01.0-beta1 bundle jar. Click on that, so the jar file will be downloaded on a computer. I already have a jar file, so I'm going to show you quickly. So here you can see my jar file, right? So please go ahead and download the jar file from this particular link. So the first step was we made a Hoodie transactional data lake. We download the jar file, and the next step is we need to create a config.yml file. I'm going to show you the steps, so don't worry. Back to my console. On your computer, create a file called myconfig.yaml. And in this, we have to basically define some information. So for example, source format, again, our source is Hoodie, right? So we'll use the word Hoodie over here. Target, we want to basically translate the metadata from Hoodie to Delta lake. So I'm going to use the word Delta. Dataset, this will have 3 items, which is the table base path, the path to your Hoodie transactional data lake. Again, in this case, it's on my computer, so I'm providing in the path. But if your Hoodie data lake is on S3, you can provide the S3 path, the Hoodie table name, and the partition that you're using on the Hoodie. So in my case, my Hoodie transactional data lake is partitioned by location. So go ahead, pause the video and create myconfig.yml and paste these settings into it. So pretty straightforward, right? Now what we need to do is we need to run the sync command. So the sync command, what it will do is it will take the jar file that we're going to provide, and then it's going to use our config.yml, and it's going to basically now translate the Hoodie metadata into a Delta lake. So let's take a look at the process. I'll show you everything in action, of course. Java, use the word Java, -jar. You provide the path where your jar file is that you downloaded, and hyphen dataset config, and then provide in your YAML file, right? So now let me go to my terminal. Okay, I'm gonna paste this command. Again, my utility bundle jar is in my current working directory, right? And also my data config.yml is also in the current directory. So I'm gonna hit enter. Now what this will do is basically it's gonna take my hoodie metadata and it's gonna try to translate that into a Delta Lake. So as you can see, the tool is now running. Hopefully I can show you. Let me zoom out a little bit. I usually zoom in because on computer, I mean on videos, then these fonts are usually pretty tiny. But again, now it's in the running state. As you can see, OneTable sync is successful for the following table for the following table format Delta. So this means it has successfully done the translation from hoodie into a Delta Lake. Now, how do I verify this, right? You can do that by going to your hoodie data lake. So for example, if I head over to downloads, hoodie DB, and then if I go to hoodie tables, I do see a Delta log folder. Also, what we're gonna do is now we're gonna try to read this dataset as a Delta Lake. So let's take a look at the process, which will verify that now I'm able to read the hoodie data as a Delta Lake. So let me show you that particular process. Now, since the translation has been done, the OneTable has basically now translated the hoodie metadata into a Delta Lake. Now let's try to read this as a Delta format, right? So again, sharing my screen. So again, from PySpark, I'm importing Spark session. I'm using Spark version 3.4, Delta version as 2.4.0, creating a Spark session over here. I'm defining the path where my hoodie or Delta Lake or OneTable is, right? However you like to call. Now observe spark.read.format as Delta, and now I'm reading the data as a Delta format, and then I'm just doing df.show, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the file. So Python delta test.py, and now since OneTable has done the translation, I should be able to see the Spark data frame, which was hoodie, but now it's Delta Lake, right? So hopefully that made sense, right? So let's wait for this to complete. Usually it takes about a couple of seconds. Yeah, now the job is in the running state, as you can see, and we should see that Spark data frame very soon. And there you go. That's your Spark data frame again, but we read it as a Delta Lake. So that's it for the video. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you have learned how to use OneTable and how OneTable helps you to basically perform the translation of the metadata from different lakehouse format, right? So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have enjoyed. And if you have any further questions, let me know your question in the comment section. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and see you guys next time.